Hey guys, just wanted to do a little live update here. Basically, I'm not going to edit this, I'm just going to film it and kind of show you where we're at on the car. It's been a while since I updated the website and the YouTube channel because it just takes so long editing videos and all that stuff. So I thought I'd give you a quick walk around of the status of the car right now. It's the week after Memorial Day, so we're now getting into summer weather. We've had a couple of days in the 90s over Memorial Day. Pretty nice weather. But I have been working on the car, and let's just kind of turn the lens around here and show you what's going on. All right, there's my faithful cat Bob there. So I kind of started over here with the patch in here. I've done a fair amount of work on that, and I'm pretty happy with where it's at. I'm just gonna leave it, I think, at this point and do Bondo and over it, and just a thin layer of Bondo will cover it. I'll probably hit it with the grinder a little bit more and see if I can clean it up. Then there's that patch in there that I did. Let's see if we can find it there. That's looking pretty good. Again, I'll probably hit it with the grinder a little bit more. Got heater channels all the way around, so that's all done. This quarter panel back here I have not worked on. However, this quarter panel I have worked on. I worked a patch in here and it worked out pretty well. I got my welding skills down to pretty good, but I pushed it and went a little too fast and overheated the metal, and I got some warpage in here. So I'm going to try and work those warps out a little bit more with some metal techniques, but I'll probably end up just doing filler on that. A little bit of grinding left to do down here where it matches up onto the heater channel. Again, new heater channels. This is another area where I'm going to start working next, I believe, in here. I've got a piece that I've cut. Where is it? Here it is. Yep. To go in here. Zoom out of this a little bit. It's too close. There we go. So this is gonna sneak in there like that. I'll just get it lined up, cut it out, and weld it in. I'm still not happy with the way this door fits, but this looks pretty good in here. It's tacked in here. I've got a little more welding to do, but this is where the patch meets the old metal right there. And I think I was able to match that up pretty well. In here, I'm going to cut out a little bit of this metal to make a more solid place to mount, because there's a fair amount of rust in here. So I'll just cut an angle and weld it in there. A little bit of patching left to do. So I put two new what do you call it? Those things in, and they're all welded in pretty well. I've still got to do some fine tuning and finesse on those welds and clean them up a bit. The big thing is this. I've been kind of going around and around trying to decide what I'm going to do with this, whether I was going to patch it, replace it outright with a new patch piece. Well, it's basically a whole new panel you can stick in there. I looked at some techniques for making these kind of grooves in metal. I think I could do it, but I think it might be more work than it's worth, because it's thin here, it's really thin in here, it's rusted out here, it's gone down here. There's a whole corner just missed that I had to cut out because it was rotten, and it's also bad up in here. And I really need to get this out of the way so that I can see what's going on in here. This I'm just going to have to cut out and make a piece of patch for it. But I can't really do that with this thing in the way. So that kind of sealed the deal in my mind about yeah, I'm gonna have to just cut this thing out of here and get the new one. It's an expensive part, but I really think it's probably going to be the best way to go. So that's the plan there. This corner here, again, with that, when I start working on the other corner, I'll get the outside part situated, and that gets this thing, you know, it moves around because it's not attached to the bottom. So when I get the outer part attached to where it needs to be, then this will be stable enough to attach to the heater channel right here. So I'm kind of waiting on that. What else? So the floor pans are done, obviously. That's what this looks like on the inside. And this is what this looks like on the inside over here. This is rotten in here. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. So I've got to cut some of this out and replace it. It's tacked into the outer panel right here. So again, a little bit of cutting and patching involved there. I still have to do some more work on that corner up there where the heater channel meets the well, it's not really a firewall, bulkhead. But that's kind of where I'm at with the body. Let me show you something else. I took all the rust proofing stuff off of the fenders now, so they're nice and clean. They look great. And I also went through and sandblasted the surface rust on all these little surface rust spots that I had just to make it look better. It's such a long project, and it's going to take me another year for sure, but I just needed to see something positive happening here. It's starting to show, though. All the work's starting to show. The wheel well is shot. I think I've showed that before. But it's really not that bad up above this level, so I'm probably going to cut it along in here and not replace this whole. I have this whole thing, that replacement panel, but I'm probably not going to use it because I want to keep as much of the original metal as possible. And plus, I don't want to get into all this intricate joinery up in here. So I probably just replace part of this and the whole underpan, which goes up to this line right here. And that's going to be a fair amount of work in and of itself. But yeah, it's starting to feel like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. It's not much light, but it's something. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I hope to do more updating on the channel in the future here. It's just time is always an interesting thing. There's so little of it and so many things to occupy it. Anyway, hit like, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos from this project and some of the other stupid stuff that I do. We'll stay connected that way. Anyway, thanks for looking. Appreciate it. Bye.